Adolfo Vimbas TV so there is some misunderstanding also between Kwaku Annan and the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Mume a short video we
when you attack journalists, you own a media empire.
Yeah, so that is why
also unprofessional.
That is why I'm fair. Let me give you one example why I sacked Justice Annan. Justice Annan insulted Vice President. Justice Annan was biased to a man who was an adjudicator for Mr. Prempeh, the former Director Controller General. He died in his estate. One Mr. Boateng has to wait. You know, this gentleman, they not even call Mr. Boateng for his side of the story.
But he used me leaving Netun or crashing that program, the seat. He used that show as a what you call political profiteering. He used it as a political expediency to jump onto something we know too much. Minye ready se mekum. After all, I'm gone. Me come baby. Ever since me flew 1 year me wanted me message ka me nefe me message diane. I live cool. Until onya mami din enna. Number 2, on that show, he went further to state there. One of the reasons assigned to taking off that show was because me could my expose a big business guy be on my way. Na papa no kra man opportunity kra me ne.
Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, NCT TV, have a quick interview a few days ago. As part of the interview, stated he fired Kwaku Annan of Netu TV because of onye journalist papa or biased in one of the journalism work. Now, this particular video trendy NHS during an exclusive interview with Fifi Pratt and Kwaku Annan, formerly a worker at Netu TV, and so Ababeyi Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. I say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is a liar. One can on what actually transpired. Now Kwaku Annan etunebo explaining what actually transpired between himself and the man in question, leading to him getting fired by Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Now lastly, was sending a very strong warning to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Say unjai ni din na ever since he left Netu, things are also going on well with him. And Honorable Kennedy Agyapong should stop speaking about him with the least chance Ubenya. Enye asemketo akra and a course on social media. So between Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and Kwaku Annan, as their videos are trending every now and then. Mume video no in full. Starting from the Kennedy Agyapong on City TV.
When you attack journalists, you own a media empire.
Yeah, so that is why
also unprofessional.
That is why I'm fair. Let me give you one example why I sacked Justice Annan. Justice Annan insulted Vice President. Justice Annan was biased to a man who was an adjudicator for Mr. Prempeh, the former Director Controller General. He died in his estate. One Mr. Boateng has to wait. You know, this gentleman, they not even call Mr. Boateng for his side of the story. He made series of publications against this man. When we had this election at the stadium, I know the man. I went there to greet him. The way the man behaved, he embarrassed me. I said, what? And you won't listen to me. Oh, yeah, you did it. I'm saying, I don't even know what you are talking about. Later on, I went to find out from Oman FM and Netu that they had even taken the matter to court. Media Commission has asked Justice Annan to apologize to the man, and he refused. According to the man, somebody at my media stations told him that I am the one behind it for Justice Annan to destroy him, which I didn't even know about it.
It was not true.
No, I did not even know about it. So I realized, no, I can lose good friends. Although I'm contesting the Vice President, I will not stand anywhere and insult him. Whether I like it or not, he's the Vice President.
You campaign for him.
Right. And if you follow the trend, there's nowhere I have insulted the Vice President. Again, this nobleman that really likes me, I like him. His daughter's wedding, I was there, only for him to embarrass me. So I decided to verify. And when I verified, they gave me the report from Media Commission. So I said, this thing can go on. You see, he destroyed the man, and he was so hurt. This is the problem I have. So if the person is working for me, and he's not doing the right thing, and I'm not able to check him, how would I have the courage even to say something to you if you also do something wrong?
Adolfo, so this was what Honorable Kennedy Agyapong said about the former employee Kwaku Annan, Emeriti Kwaku Annan, to come and fire back at him. Mumiehwe response in Swa Kwaku Annan Edema Honorable Kennedy Agyapong during an exclusive interview with Fifi Pratt, the supercharger.
Fee, say, Miami Nupenia or seeking for a higher office. Ura Kennedy Kwame Agyapong. I think barely 3 days ago, I can figure said Jama says I interview no course so Jama say Monday with City News. Precisely on air brands here Vreno Omaru Sandana yes I interview. And I can again figure said that interview also brings to bear say ever since I left in the 2 TV response Kennedy Agyapong Diama, if you like, given circumstances under which I left then, may be the very first time he's speaking on that issue. But unfortunately, he spoke on City FM, gave circumstances why I left there, but he failed to tell the truth. He lied. Zono, he lied. Na eno ehun sembia wetwetwe bi ede aye ntamadi free fryer no enra na ehun calls no eba na enye fine. Quickly, meti eno free ho because I come asem ho. But you see, when these calls come out, sometimes you help your followers to also understand the issues. One, on the issue of say or say bia medidi vice president yes is also contested for office same didi na terminal. Say as we speak, untimin fa any evidence biara, say a video, say a audio, say a message of which a Kwaku Annan investigative journalist is quoted to have insulted the vice president of this Republican, and that exposes certain lies, palpable false that I think say or seeking for higher office. Inti Kwame mestre say as a su jais adeno. You see, me cocaine the TF1 and followers ni be anti me be Kwaku Annan free eba, but so unua ne me a so obane me a so whatever and na office say obi ya brantie ne sa obeka sa na na papa yi abrantie okoni be busu ko baby. Why is it be out ne be a reference point, and the reference point no so no won ka sem papa emfemfa ne ho de wo ka no so no enye ne kre. But bibini di obeka che so otwa so fema nyame wo nyame nti sa sabi nkwase akeka no mimi books me de enye adwuma wo enye adwuma because I'm a young guy am so me be bo me bra. So long as onu seeking for the higher office no e be true crossroad ye din sem bi be sebisa no sa nsem no obeya no say oh true enye true sa na me so dachi bi se me corporate United Nations position bi a ye baby some say when we esie ne kra na enye ne kre enu nti na de bia me ka che nipa say asemi ba wa so ena enka wanu ntum yi hu ano chirem na nipa nte wo de na se uwie na odi si wo de obefa na wafa de wanfa na we ye firi ho ena make us number one for evidence bia masa besi busumi a minimum ka say August 1 year I left that media house on fair evidence in Mrobi in his quest to seek the political office, which is the highest office of the land, on fast adnema. But he used me, living the tune or crashing that program they see. He used that show as a what you call political profiteering. He used it as a political expediency to jump onto something we know too much. Minye ready se me come. After all, I'm gone. Me come baby. Ever since me through 1 year me want me message ka me ya na hwe me message duane I live cool until onyai mami din enna. Number 2, on that show he went further to state that one of the reasons assigned to taking off that show was because me my expose a big business guy bi on my way mu. Na papa no kra ma man opportunity kra me yin nsem. There's this gentleman called Mr. Kwame Boateng. He's a top businessman. Now, again, that expose comes at the back of the demise of former controller and accountant general Samoka Inwa Prempe Bunsu. Okay, utu for warfare no. Prempe Bunsu ono no be Ghana controller accountant general wu. Sa pepe hu story ene ye koye ya. Tama papa ni ba bi wu no. Odi nipa mienu ene ye executors. So when executors, these were people papa no well odi she o monsa se mi wu a sebe monche me properties ema esinesi obenti me manam ne ade. Now, Mr. Kwame Boateng happens to be the lead executor of Mr. Kwame Boateng's properties, right? Now, guess what? Before that story, it took me 1 year. Kwame Agyapong, listen to me, because I know I'm sending a long message to Kwame, watch this. Don't try do this with me. Me nyaka so long as he is. Obi enim se Kwekwana nyaka wedo sa. And I'm a politician be in Ghana, also for whoever. Who ye nipa se me. So one thing that goes with threats, Mekawashe Mayo say, come on, don't bring this into my books. And now I'm sending a message, say, watch this. Answer na woko CTF from Akwesa. Who your proper checks? As Obianim say, Kennedy Japan, yes, an astute politician, Agyapong, which is very synonymous with Obiade Powers himself. Yes, so kind of crazy. Why won't you go there and tell your truth? Mr. Kwame Boateng friend said this story where I'm a year was show no. It took me 1 year to investigate it. And then again, it begs the question. How many days, weeks, months, and the man in question, Mr. Kwame Boateng, was contacted. I have everything on my phone, but because a near part of the story today, how many days, weeks, months, and Mr. Kwame Boateng was contacted? How many questionnaires near the comma Mr. Kwame Boateng to answer? How many phone calls was placed to Mr. Kwame Boateng and then Mr. Kwame Boateng will respond or otherwise? None of the above. The man hit to the investigations. Then we started. The family of the late Bonsu Prempe were heavily involved, but the saying when he said story nankasa before ebedim hono. The elder son of Mr. Bonsu Prempe neba aye friend Peter Bonsu okohu Kennedy Japan first and sana Kennedy Japan e ka chance kona oni Kwaku Annan ko discuss it. That comes how the story came to me, but won ko kansa na kra ne nchiro eno nanje no ye story ni na wie wo na tu wie no. Then this man felt say his reputation has been injured, so oko media commission okoye ne report ye dede hu nsem ena media commission for ton krafre ye co media commission no ye misa say nipa sign e myself ene mi CEO who happens to be the wife of Kennedy Japan, Stella, and then director of TV who happens to be his son Kenneth Teche Japan. 3 of us the koi. Now guess what? On our way to media commission, Miss CEO ye ne yere Stella catch me straight up. Kwaku kwa ye kono. Me mpese e be kwa twetwe asemu. Yedin. The media commission for say ye nyane ye kwa. Let's understand this. Me mpese asemu be back and forth. Me hwe nanim dinam so, mommy, we have a lot about what we've done. We defend us as media, as the fourth estate of the realm. We have everything. The man was not as tunan chinese. Now, well, given the very journalist of my sort, na ma betre wiem sa na me ye enioma sa. Also de hunya. Let's go. Yedru ye no, the chairman of the commission Agyapong told us straight up, say, Papa ne lawyers in our ho, ye na. And I say yes. Per all what we've done, ye juma, contacting the man, giving him questionnaires, phone calls, everything. We fee one kasa, but still no. See a tear say, oh ye penny, the reputation has been damaged one way or the other. So as a media house, do something just to show say the man was not actually guilty of whatever you investigated, except that he didn't come forward. And also another thing, and I remember just let's accept this and go. And the media commission catch and say, still, me render an apology and fema papa. Fifi, na me buy obi anim. The seat show near broadcasting Monday and Wednesday. One episode of Monday, and I may render apology at the man. The next Wednesday, I render apology demand. Now, guess what? In the apology, I stated our apology is not an admission of wrongdoing or we have committed some journalistic blunder. However, I state categorically, say, it is your inability to come forward. And a day, sir, bad reputation way, about Mr. Kwama Boateng also. But be that as it may ye nipa, and to accept our apology, ye face you. May director of TV, who is on one back Kenneth, you're aware of this. And as I speak to you, sir, apologies we now to information super highway. Yet, Okotan a City FM, and you lie.
Arofo to video amuhwe and a response Kwaku Annan the Abba Honorable Kennedy Agyapong doorstep warning him to desist from mentioning his name. This particular story be trending on social media. So just in case you pounce on it, we and a koso. Any further updates ebeba ye de bebremo. Vimba so ena we.
Vimbaz TV.